Look at Sullivan, look all festive and shit.
Productive day.
Yeah. What time is it already?
It's 3.
It's 3? Well, you only got here at noon.
3 is me.
Yeah, boy! This is all we did. Took the crankshaft position sensor out.
Today, Junior?
So much productivity.
And we measured its resistance. And it's like 0. Which means it's completely done. It's supposed to be 900 ohms to 1,200 ohms. So yeah.
So close.
So close. All the wires were also broken on the plug, which is great news. So you can see the plug completely broken. Oh shit, which reminds me, I have the pins in my pocket. We also measured the cam sensors. This one's good. This one's good, except we had to replace the wires because the wires were like chewed up, maybe from the belt or something. I don't know, something hit them, and the wires were exposed. So that's probably not a good thing. So, holy shit, that's dirty. Okay. So yeah, this is the kit that we got. That's the flywheel, and these are the flywheel bolts that go in here on the crank. These are the bolts to adapt the adapter. That's throwout bearing. This is the adapter. So this side goes on the transmission. This side goes towards the clutch and all that. Yeah, bolts. This is the drive shaft adapter because it's just the generic 4-bolt drive shaft, which will match up with our differential. This is the throwout bearing. So this is what disengages the clutch.
Bolt kit.
Clutch line, clutch bolt kit, bolts.
Drive shaft.
I don't know what this is. I forget. It's something to do with the throwout bearing. I think it was like here or something somewhere. And that's the clutch and throwout, or not the throwout, the pressure disc.
Look at it. We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, this thing is the most poorly painted piece of anything I've ever seen. Like, they literally threw it in the box with wet paint. Please don't get peanuts all over my floor. God damn it.
I'm putting the peanuts in the box.
Okay. Did you know you can do this?
Did you know you can do that? Look. Oh yeah, I know you can eat them. They're edible. Yeah, it's cornstarch, bro. It's cornstarch.
Never mind, these aren't.
We'll do it anyway. It'll be fine.
They don't stick.
Eat it.
So that's the pressure disc, whatever it's called. That's the clutch. Sprung.
This will be destroyed very quickly.
No, it won't. It says it can handle 350 pounds of torque.
How much?
Beef pounds of torque.
Pork beef pounds.
Yep. And we're gonna have like 250. Yeah, that's exactly where that goes.
Yes, it does now. Wow.
Let me show you the awful paint on this. Look at that.
Why even do it in the first place? No one's gonna
Look, they literally painted it and threw it in the box with wet paint. Like, look at that. It's like peeling. Oh, and this is the transmission cross member.
3 hours later.
Oh,
It's a quick release seat.
oh.
You got it?
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna weld this in here. Weld this in. Weld it in. First we need to fix this hole. We'll fix this hole, fix that hole. And, yep, that'll be good.
What you doing?
Just flattening this thing where we ripped out the bolt thing. So we ripped it out and made like a, like this sticking out, so this wasn't sitting flush. It's still not sitting flush. Maybe these rails are bent. See, I don't know which way it goes. Does it go this way or the other way?
Welding inside the car, take 1.
Alright, ready? Pineapple.
Engage.
I didn't do anything.
Smells great.
Yeah, those gaps are bigger. Oh, can you bring the brush? What
do you need?
The brush?
Yeah.
The spy brush? Okay, pineapple. Alright, pineapple. Shit, I welded a hole in the steel.
Did you really?
Yeah, cut a little hole there.
Super.
That went a little too long there. Damn, dude, looks good. That's a fat weld. Good shit, my dog. Sick stuff, dude.
It's good shit, man.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Don't leave me hanging. Don't.
Yeah.
Sully's left for the night. So we welded the passenger side completely in. Sully finished off that side. And we started the driver's side. And this is how it's going so far. So as you can see, this side right here was the most corroded. So we really had to build up the weld right here. And just keep building it up and up and up because it kept falling through. The steel is so thin here and corroded that the weld just kept melting through it. And this happened right here too to Sully. So he had to start up at the top and move through and add more weld. And now I'm gonna go through it again. So you can see there's some little holes here. I'm gonna start at the top here. So I'm gonna get a nice thick weld here. I'm gonna weld all of this together. And then I'm gonna move down and spread out this weld as well because all the steel is very thin still. This side is not so bad. This side came out pretty well. The only problem is with this side is this bracket for some reason is like bent or something. I don't know. It doesn't want to match shape. And right here, same thing, a bunch of corrosion. So that's why I have this cardboard here. I'm gonna cut out some pieces of steel, some triangles here, weld them in here. Biggest issue with this is right here, as you can see. This is the biggest issue, so you need to completely weld in new steel here, and that's why I have this. So I'm going to cut out cardboard to shape and get a piece of steel. So it's probably going to be something like this from one side, weld that together, put another piece on top, and then this guy on top of that. Don't even need dry ice. So corrosion works just as well as dry ice. So I ran out of welding wire for the little flux guy, but I did get a decent amount done. Let me get the light right here actually. as you can see, I got this whole thing, because this was all just gaping hole. Got all of this welded in. It's not pretty, but hopefully it will hold. And then I tacked this in here in the corners. I just need to cut it out better. So this will go in here like that somewhere. I'll just hammer it in. And then I did this here. I think this is the nicest weld that I did today. It's pretty. So, yep, this seat rail is basically done as well. That's stiff enough for now that we can cut out these sides, put the plates of steel in this way, drill the holes that match up to the seats, and then we'll have our seat rails done. As you can see, these floors completely corroded. Sully and I were talking and we're thinking the car must have been flooded or something. They must have sat in high water, because only the inside of the floor is corroded, which is really weird. Like it makes me think that the carpet must have been soaked and it just sat there wet and corroded everything. Gonna order that crankshaft sensor tonight. Maybe a Celica clutch master cylinder, because that's what fits the kit apparently. Thanks for watching. I got a light for the desk.